I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Dimitri Bivol. He's 183 centimeters tall, which matches his reach, which is also 183 centimeters. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 75 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
It's Dimitri Bivol. Here comes the man that beat. And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver, multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF.
Oh, pure bad blood.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it, as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny sky.
All right, Todd.
So here we go. Should be a good one. That uppercut to the body. That counter punch caught him clean. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he just missed with that left jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Bivol in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
On to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
What a punch. Beautiful counter shot. Can't land the jab there. How about that time counter shot? Quick punch scores. Catch and shoot. Well done with that hit. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Bivol in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Talk about Bivol in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's...
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get...
Mate, what are you doing?
And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab doesn't quite connect. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
That counter shot lands. Misses with the jab. Solid punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bivol in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Smart when you go out there.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body. Frustrate them. Take the mind off the chin. Take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body. Use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that straight left. And he did catch him. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch. They blocked the left there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bivol in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Great work. I love that.
This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Perfect punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Insane action. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bivol in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as...
Stick him in the end of the jab.
Here comes round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these? And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.